Change and the unknown are significant stressors, not just for some, but for all. Structure and predictability can be pleasant or unpleasant, but does limit the guesswork. Stress affects us all, and each person's response to stress, even on the multitude of a pandemic, is unique and individualized. There are many factors that influence our body's reaction to stress, such as age, historic and present life experiences, values, beliefs, and degree of impact. What I mean by this is, if my neighbor's father is sick, it has a much different influence on me than if my father is sick. The impact of COVID-19 varies by age group. Seniors are more vulnerable due to age alone, and clearly more at risk of dying due to existing medical conditions, particularly respiratory problems. Yet some people I talk to describe their senior family members as unable to leave the house because of fear, while others report their elders pushing back on precautions, wanting to continue their normal socialization patterns. Acknowledging these very different responses can help us and others find the middle. Children and teens. Young children will generally mirror the calm or distress of the significant adults in their life. Therefore, they will trend toward feeling reassured or fearful based on what they see adults doing. Adolescents will tend to struggle most due to their isolation from friends and have difficulty embracing the mortality of this situation. No criticism, it just is what it is. Care providers experience a high demand on their personal resources, greater potential to be exposed to the virus, and the repeated exposure to the trauma of others. This contributes to a perfect storm where compassion fatigue and secondary trauma can occur. Know your cues that personal resources are waning. Things like fatigue, headaches, irritability, anxiety, difficulty concentrating, trouble sleeping, distractibility, etc. Identify your signals and establish your menu for coping. Identifying your menu of personal care activities. This recipe again is unique, and there is no one size that fits all, so discover your individual ingredients. Make time for yourself and your family. It might be walking the dog, 15 minutes enjoying the birds while sitting on the deck, reading, a movie, a massage, or whatever it is that brings refreshment and renews hope. Be sure to drink in the moment. Linger there. Let it soak in. Be authentic. There is a time when we need to have a specific audience that we can acknowledge this stinks. It is exhausting. It's frustrating. It's scary. It's hard. I hope there is at least one person with whom you can be vulnerable and be accepted. And there is a time to exude a serene confidence that together we will get through this, just as we have many times before. We reach deep and pull out this authentic self and offer it to those for whom we provide care and those we work side by side. These are the times we bring our non-anxious presence to the interaction, and the research shows that others will tend to pace our calm demeanor, feel reassured, and see that far-off light in the tunnel. The song Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds in 1965 played in my head as I wrote this section. It's based on Ecclesiastes. There is a time for every purpose under heaven. Technology is the means by which we can do our jobs while implementing social distancing and social engagement. It allows you and the sea of dedicated fellow caregivers to be in the same virtual space and be 100 miles apart. Our counseling team transitioned to remote telehealth therapy and committed to weekly video check-ins to make adjustments and to support each other. Establish your own cohort group for support and feedback. It does make a difference. Be a judicious consumer of the news. Some among us have a clear duty to closely follow the unfolding impact of this virus so as to inform the rest of us. Pray for them, that they may be able to rest at night. A caution for the rest of us and for those we provide care. I encourage you to set limits on the amount and the nature of the news you consume. A majority of us remember the image of the second plane crashing into the World Trade Center tower because it was played over and over and over again. It is enough, and it is healthier for us to get a 30 to 60 minute update once or twice a day than to be glued to the cable news networks every free moment. Instead, go to the menu of personal care activities during those moments. Blessings to you as you continue responding to your specific call to care for those we serve and those we serve with.